Representing the business of boxing, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Manager Marty.
Thank you. You're far too kind. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the jury, members of the Roll the Tape film crew. You know I'm so excited today. That's why you see me with this Kool-Aid smile on. Let me move up some. Let me take my glasses off so I can hear what I'm about to say. I know for a fact that Bill Haney is not serious. I know for a fact he's not serious. I know for a fact that Bill Haney would not go on a large platform like the Boxing Voice and say what we heard him say yesterday. I know for a fact Bill Haney didn't. I know he didn't. I know William Haney did not go on a large platform like the Boxing Voice yesterday and say what he said. And you know what's interesting about all of this? I was live yesterday at the time that Bill Haney said what he said. I was live in living color. At the I know for a fact, William Haney, he didn't say that. I know I didn't hear him say, I know William didn't say that. That was not William Haney talking yesterday. I promise you. I was sent an email earlier today by a supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew, by a member and day one supporter of this channel, my homie, my guy, sent me an email of a tweet. Well, it was, what is it called? X, formerly known as Twitter, a tweet that was published, I believe it was published yesterday. Had my name all in the tweet. Had a portion of my content all in the video. And long and behold, I heard William Haney. I heard Bill Haney. I know for a fact that wasn't him. It sounded like his voice, but I know for a fact Bill Haney didn't say what I heard him say in that video. I know for a fact. But I think it was him. So I guess my facts are incorrect as the viewership is increasing exponentially. So welcome to another episode of Roll the Tape Podcast with Manager Marty. I'm your host, the one and only Manager Marty. I'm glad you all can be with me today. I'm excited about today. You know, I done told you all yesterday that we was going to come back Wednesday. Y'all remember, right? I said we're going to come back. We're going to do a live again on Wednesday and then Friday. But I had to. Ariana, I had to come back today and do a live today because my guy, a member of the channel, a supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew, a day one supporter, sent me an email of a Twitter account of a guy by the name of Punch Drunk. What's his name? Punch Drunk Boxing or Punch Boxing? I think his name is Punch Drunk Boxing. I recall seeing him in my chat maybe once or two times, but that was a long time ago. I've never seen his face before. I've never seen, I don't think, any of his content. So I don't really know too much about him. But he shouted my name out in the tweet. He had my name, Manager Marty's name, in the tweet. And then he used a portion of my video to basically contradict some things that we heard Bill Haney say. But before I get in, I'm going to replay it all. Please don't leave. Stay right here, y'all, and don't move. Don't go over there yet. I'm going to play everything that was said. Don't move. Stay right there. Before I do that, though, I want to acknowledge all of you who are here for the very first time. It's not by accident that you are here, and I welcome you. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. This live right here, this live need all of your support today. I'm gonna break this thing down like an old rifle. Come on in. Don't stand in the doorway. You're all welcome. Come on in. Grab a plate. I got food for thought. I want to serve you today. And listen, and let's not be mistaken about this. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. So at any time throughout this broadcast, you can click that link and come up here and have a conversation with me. Let's dialogue. And look, if you know William Haney, they call him Bill, right? If you know Bill Haney and you here, send him the link. I'd like to ask him. I just got one question for Bill Haney. That's all. We don't have to go back and forth. I just had a question for him. It's just one. You know, I don't ask for much. I just have a question for Bill. So if you know anybody that know him and he want to come over and click the link, he can click the link too. I'm an equal opportunity employer. You all know that. I want to ask Bill Haney a question. Because he go on everybody else's platform. I'm still waiting for him to come over here. Because we cool. Ain't nothing wrong with I ain't got no problem with Bill. I just want to ask him something. That's all. I just want to ask him one question. Just like I wanted to ask Victor Conte one question. You know, it seems like every time I want to ask one question, their responses make me ask another question. I'm going to roll the tape on everybody today. So that's why I need y'all. Don't move. Stay right here and don't move. I have something that I want to do today. Something that I haven't done in a while. You know, I'm just jumping back into the groove. And I want to do the Town Watch check-in. Most of you are here. You are day one supporters. You are part of the Roll the Tape family. Some of you are members of the channel. Some of you are supervisors of the Roll the Tape film crew. And so you recall how I used to start off my lives, right? I want to get back into that. And if y'all don't mind, I just want to hurry up and do it now because I know there's new people that's joining us live in living color and the replay of the live. So if you're watching the replay of this live, I welcome you as well. And I appreciate you. Listen, I want to do my Town Watch check-ins. I want to start it off now. Some of y'all remember me doing this a while ago. For a long time, every time we open up a live stream, every time we open up a live broadcast, and I want to continue to do that right now. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to break it down to you in about 10 seconds. Listen up. What we do here is what I like to call a Town Watch check-in. And what that basically means, everybody can participate. If you're live in living color, all you have to do is insert your geographical location that you want to represent in the chat. You can do it by way of where you reside now, city, state, zip code, and or island. I would prefer that you do city or state, island, and or country in the chat. I'm going to publicly acknowledge it, okay? All right? That's how we do it. Now, I'm going to tell you the reason why we do Town Watch check-ins. Well, I call it a Town Watch check-in. It's because even though we represent different geographical locations, right? We are all here for the same common purpose, and that is to hear education and entertainment on the sport of boxing, but also we all share one thing in common. Irregardless of whether we agree or disagree, whether you agree with me or disagree with me or not isn't the point. So the reason why we do the Town Watch check-in is to acknowledge that even though we have different perspectives, different opinions, different geographical locations, we all share one thing in common, and that is our love for the sport of boxing. So I'm going to start it off first. Y'all know where my heart is, in the state of Texas. So you know I represent DFW all the way, but my hometown is the great city of Philadelphia. No, not the Philadelphia that's in Mississippi. There's a long history over there. I'm talking about the Philadelphia that's in the state of Pennsylvania. And so all you have to do is do the same thing in the chat. I'm going to publicly acknowledge. And right now, the first one is my guy. Double salute to him. He's a member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll the Tape film crew. And that's my guy, JSir72, representing the 619. San Diego is in the building. Come on, y'all, let's check in. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but I just want to make sure that we come together as a family and that we check on in. Because listen, it's about to be controversy. This whole live about to be controversial. So I might as well just do the town watch check-in first to let y'all know at the end of this live, even if we don't agree, we're going to be on the same page today because I'm going to educate you all today, all right? As I always do. So look, who we got in here? Who else is here? Come on, y'all, let's check on in. All of my day one supporters, y'all already know how we do. So let the newcomers, let the new family members know how we do. And we're going to get right on with the show. Boogie Down Bronx in the building. New York, I see you. Come on, y'all, let's check on in. Rochester, New York, in the building. Yeah, I see you. And look, every time I see Rochester, you know I've conducted a lot of business in Rochester, New York. And I learned the people of Rochester put me on to, they put me on to boss sauce. And the sauce is good. You can put it on chicken, any type of meat. Oh, I love that boss sauce. That's the home of boss sauce, Rochester, New York. Who else we got in here? Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. I see you. Come on, y'all. Let's check on in. Washington, D.C., a.k.a. Diamond City is in the building. Who else we got in here? Can I get about 2 more check-ins? Can I just want 2? I know we all up on the East Coast right now. We all up on the East Coast. I know we got some down south people here. We got some Midwest in the building. I know we do. I already know we do. I'm just going to wait. I said West Coast already. You know, San Diego is in the building, live and living color. You know, this is the only channel that do town watch check-ins, by the way. Can I get 2 more? And then we're going to get right on to the show. And while y'all waiting, let me do this real quick. Because, you know, we ain't going to stop the money because we need contribution and support, and all of your support, all of your financial contributions are greatly appreciated. So let me put that at the bottom of the screen. Got to put that right in the bottom of the screen. That's the Cash App. All right. So listen, and we do super thanks. We do super chat. We do super stickers. We do it all. We do it all. Who we at? Where we at? Where we at? Motor City, checking in all the way from Detroit. Come on and let's check on in. Listening all the way from London, England. The UK is in the building. Come on, y'all, let's check on in. Who else we got in here? Oh, man, look. Oh, man, look. Oh, man, look. You know when I say, oh, man, look 3 times, you know it's some place I haven't been, but I love Omaha, Nebraska. Omaha, Nebraska is in the building. I have to come to Omaha. Now, I was told by somebody from Omaha, I'm not going to say his name. He was on the panel about a year ago. He told me that y'all love me in Omaha, but y'all got a lot of things that y'all want to say to me because of the videos I put out on Terrence Crawford. And you know Terrence Crawford being from Omaha. And the only videos I really put out about Terrence Crawford was true. And I'm the one that helped put the Errol Spence Terrence Crawford fight together. You know why I say that indirectly? Because Terrence Crawford did everything manager Marty told him to do to secure the fight, and it worked. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know if Terrence Crawford saw any of my videos. I'd be surprised if he didn't. But the bottom line is that every time I put out something, I told y'all this the other day on Friday, then I told y'all this yesterday, right? Every time I put out some truth, it seems to me that it might take a couple of months, it might even take a year. It seemed like it comes to fruition. And some people don't believe me when I say it. When I first put something out, people don't believe. Some of them don't believe. Most of y'all do believe because y'all know me now. But guess what? You're going to believe me either way because the truth is always going to come out. Who that in here? Oh, come on, man. Where my boy? Hey, unadulterated truth. Where you been at, bro? We miss you over here by way of West Philly. But now he's representing West LA. So we got San Diego in the building. We got West LA. We got West Philly in the building. We got Cincinnati, Ohio. We got Diamond City and DC in the building. Who else we got in? Come on, let's check on in. Omaha, Nebraska's here. The Motor City in Detroit's here. Huh? Home of Victor Morales is here. Come on, let's check on in. We got the UK in the building. Let's check on in real quick. And look, we can get the lights up too. No, we can get the likes up. Just one like. You know, I don't ask for much. One like. Can we get a like that's congruent with the viewership? Because the viewership is increasing exponentially. Oh, my man Band Up just walked in, representing Seattle, Washington in the building. I see you. Oh, my man Shawnee D back. What's up, Shawnee D? I ain't see you in a minute, champ. Representing Iowa. Man, we got people from all over the world watching live and living color. Y'all know how we do when we come through. 2 Cents Boxing, double salute to 2 Cents Boxing. She's a member of the channel, supervisor of the Roll to Take film crew. Yeah, come on, we got to get the, tell him, DC Jeroy, tell him, let's get the likes up, baby. Houston in the building, H-Town representing. Let's go. Hey, band up. We got to talk about Bill Haney. We got to talk about the guy. We done caught him lying again. Hempstead, Long Island in the building. I see you checking right in. We got to talk about it. Hey, listen, the only reason I'm speaking on this, right? Chi-Town. I knew Chi-Town was in the building because right when I was talking, the wind just started blowing. Y'all, you know, you can't see the wind, but I just felt the wind just fly right past me. Windy City, Chi-Town in the building for show. For show. Where Cash Crypto at? Oh, my man. Let me take my glasses off so I can hear myself talk. My guy is here. I already know what he representing. He representing North Philly all day. My guy, Rodney Day in the building. That man has been a friend of mine for over 30-something years. I knew he was going to check in. Hey, G's, what you think about the stunners I'm wearing? G, you know, G's always compliment my style. Hey, G's, what you think about the stunners, G's? What you think, G's? I ain't gonna tell you who the frames are by. What you think? I'm good, G's? I'm in, G's? Let me make sure, because the lighting, you know. Hey, where Cash Crypto at? Hey, Cash here? I saw Cash Crypto earlier. They crazy, G's? I appreciate that. Yo, is Cash here? Yo, Cash Crypto. I'm about to start the show real quick, but I got to ask, where Cash Crypto at? Bridgeport, Connecticut in the building. Hey, Cash. Oh, that's right. Cash Crypto. Keep telling me he from Alaska. He in Alaska. Hey, Cash. We got ladies in the chat, Cash Crypto. Can you just go ahead and say my name in the chat? I seen you said it earlier. I saw how you said it earlier. Hey, Cash, we got ladies in the chat. We got ladies watching me all live and living color. That's why I had to throw these frames on real quick. And these are not sunglasses, by the way. They might look like them, but they're not. Hey, Cash, I'm going to start the show up, but I want Cash Crypto to, you know what I mean, put my name in the chat. He's one of the ones that gave me the name, him and 2 Cents Boxing. I know they call me, there you go. See? Why Cash, hold up. Why Cash starting trouble? Hey, Cash. Hey, we got ladies all in the building. They in the chat. We live and live in color. So listen. Make sure the button is right. Let me make sure this frame is right. Let me see all the watch is on point. The bracelet. All right, we cool now. Listen. Put my R&B voice on. Listen to all the ladies out there. Y'all know I'm going to get in trouble when this live go off. But check this out. It's all about entertainment. To all the ladies out there, Mac Marty's in the building. Hey, that's the name that they gave me. Okay? Hey, that's the name that they gave me. Mac Marty. So I want to double salute all the ladies watching me live and live in color. All the ladies that supporting, contributing with your time, and even watching the replay of this live. I appreciate you engaging in the chat. Always got my back, always supporting me. The emails that I get, the comments in the comments section, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. And that's to all the ladies watching live and live in color and the replay of the live. Manager Marty, a.k.a. Mac Marty, activated. Appreciate all the ladies. I salute y'all. Listen, let's get into it real quick, right? Oh, my God, Lucky McKinnell's is in the building. Marilyn is in the house. Asante, what's good with you? Listen, right? I want to say this real quick, and my man Rodney on his jaw. And you know when I say John, that's the Philly coming out of me, right? Hey, Lucky, you and Rodney know that I'm going to get in trouble when this live go off. I'm going to keep it 100 with you. But listen, right now, Mac Marty is activated, all right? Listen, I'm already going to get in trouble when the live go off. So I might as well just keep it going because it's all about... It's all about support. All right, now, listen. We got to talk about Bill Haney, right? You near Philly, Asante? Hey, Asante, send me an email, man. I didn't know you was near my city. I'm not in Philly right now, but you know I can put a call in for you, Asante. I can put a call into something for you, Asante. I didn't know you was. I didn't know you was near my city, man. Fadi, my God, double salute. Man, this live gonna be popping today. Listen, don't wait till the last minute to contribute to the channel, okay? We accept Cash App, Super Thanks, Super Chat, Super Sticker. You can join the channel right now to become a member. Don't wait. Don't wait till the last minute. Brian, what's going on, Brian? Montgomeryville in the building. I see you. Somebody just clicked the link. I was going to let them join the stream and then they left. You know the link is pinned to the top of the chat. Anybody that want to come on through. But I got to play something that Bill Haney said because we caught him lying. My name was mentioned for all the new viewers that's coming in that's just walking right in the house and don't know what's going on, right? Hey, Josh. Hey, Josh. I'm trying to keep it, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it within the confines, right? Trying to keep it within the confines. All right, Baby Joker, that's your name? You in the background? Baby Joker, is that you? I don't recall ever seeing your name on the channel, Baby Joker. But do me a favor, though. I'll let you on a live stream, but the first thing you got to do, turn your camera on. You got to turn your camera on so I can know you're not trolling me, that you're a real person before I bring you on the live stream. We don't want to waste no time with this. We don't want to waste any time with what we got to talk about. Okay, we done caught Bill Haney. I don't want to say lying like we never heard him lie before. So I'll say again. But only this time, my name was mentioned in the tweet. There's a guy named Punch Drunk Boxing. He did a video. I don't know what happened. I don't know how it happened. All I know is I was sent an email by one of the members of the channel. Send me an email today. That's why we're here today, because you know I told y'all that's why I told y'all. Hold on, Band Up. Let me set the scene, Band Up. I'm gonna let you on. Hold on, Band Up. That's why I told y'all we was gonna go live tomorrow, which was Wednesday, right? But it just so happened that I saw this email from one of the members of my channel, a supporter, a day one supporter of the channel, my guy. He sent me an email, and Punch Drunk Boxing. He's a content creator. I don't know too much about him. I've never seen his content, but he was in my chat before. I remember seeing that name a couple of times a long time ago. But anyway, he did some kind of I don't know if it was StreamYard, but he did some kind of live conversation from the Boxing Voice, right? Bill Haney Bill Haney must have been on the Boxing Voice, and the guy Punch Drunk Boxing was there, and there was another guy on the video as well. It was three guys: Bill Haney, Punch Drunk Boxing, and this other guy. And that was my first time even seeing what Punch Drunk Boxing looked like, but his name was on the screen, and he was talking to Bill Haney. I'm going to play the whole clip so you understand the context of why we're talking about what we need to talk about today and why we saying that Bill Haney lied, okay? Now, I'm going to play the clip. Only reason I'm even speaking on this is because, number one, everybody in the world of boxing YouTube and everybody in the world, period, knows that I've spearheaded a movement to really be an advocate for clean boxing in our sport and being the original and real and legitimate anti-doping advocate, okay? And with that being said, I've conducted research for over 15 years, way before I even came in YouTube, by the way, way before I even became a boxing manager. I've conducted research nearly over 15 years ago, and this is all for my new viewers that don't know too much about the history of why we're talking about VADA, the snack program, Victor Conte, all of the snack fighters, et cetera, et cetera. I've been doing research on this for over 15 years. And I've been trying to come out on YouTube and put out little pieces of information. Instead of serving you a whole pizza, I was giving it to you slice by slice by slice, building the case of the anti-doping movement that I've been on for the last 15 years in sports as a whole, particularly in my favorite sport, the sport of boxing. And so Punch Drunk Boxing inserted my name in his tweet. He said, Manager Marty, in his tweet. He actually said my name to Bill Haney, and then he also used a small portion of a clip of my content when I interviewed Victor Conte. And so I want to play y'all what Punch Drunk Boxing said to Bill Haney and Bill Haney's response and why we are here today and my take on it, on all of it. But before I do that, I must first double salute my guy, Andre Smith. He's a member of the channel and supervisor of the Roll to Tape film crew. And I also have to double salute Punch Drunk Boxing. I double salute Punch Drunk Boxing because he used my content and he said my name, which means that he gave me credit. He gave me credit for the research I've conducted. He gave me credit for the question that I even asked Victor Conte to pull out the information from Victor Conte. And he also gave me credit by saying my name to Bill Haney, you know, about the contradiction that Bill Haney was speaking on, which we know he lied. And I got all the evidence that I'm going to prove that Bill Haney lied. And Punch Drunk Boxing did a great job holding Bill accountable for the words that Bill Haney was talking about when we talk about 24/7, 365 testing. Okay? Let me play the clip so that you all, if you didn't hear it, I'm going to play it right now. Hold on for 1 second. Everybody that's in the background, I got you band up. Y'all stay right there. Don't move. Don't leave. Anybody else that want to join the panel, click the link and come on up. We're going to talk about it. Stay right there. I'm going to let you guys come on the stream, but I want to set the foundation real quick. All right? All right, I got it. We got all the heavy hitters live in the chat today. Live in the chat today. Let me say this to y'all, right? I've been on here for almost 28 minutes. Okay? And you know that, listen, y'all already know this. Y'all already know the live is going to be fire. The viewership is increasing exponentially, and it makes me excited. But you know it's going to be hard for me to keep the air fryer warming up, and I'm not getting any support. Okay? Now, we do have a couple of people that's here freeloading. In other words, is they grab the plate with aluminum foil, and they putting food on the plate. They just going to eat, and then they're going to leave. Okay? And we got some other of you, the supporters, the ones who really care about me, the one that support the channel, that's always rocking out because we at the family cookout. All I'm saying is, don't wait until the last minute. Contribute to the channel. We got a lot of freeloaders that's here. Just contribute to the channel. There's a super chat button there, the Cash App, $ Manager Marty. The air fryer is warming up. How do you expect me to keep the air fryer warm and continue to give you quality content after quality content after quality content if it's not being reciprocal? So all I'm saying is, don't wait till the last minute. Support the channel, and every contribution is extremely appreciated. And of course, I am going to publicly acknowledge all of our financial and monetary contributions as the live broadcast continues. All right. So here is what happened. It took place yesterday. Punch Drunk Boxing was on the Boxing Voice. Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice. And this is what Bill Haney said. And it actually triggered a response from Punch Drunk Boxing. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be paying for all the clean tests.
Victor Conte, see, this is what I'm talking about, Bill. But then Victor Conte said that there is no fighter in the manager Marty interview. He said there is nobody enrolled in 24/7, 365. No fighters in boxing.
Through me paying for the testing, right? A lot of times the promoter pays or the boxer pays themselves. But then they know that they're on a level playing field, whether it be 8 weeks or 12 weeks out. But trying to get these guys to come out and say, here I am, I'm Nonito Donaire, that back in 2012, and no matter what anybody else in boxing does, I'm going to prove that I'm willing to be tested 24/7, 365. I have not had other boxers since Nonito, and then thereafter Edwin Rodriguez, that have been willing to do that.
So that was the clip that Punch Drunk Boxing used after he had a conversation with Bill Haney. That little clip you heard Victor Conte talking, that was me talking to Victor Conte. I have the original clip. I'm going to play that clip and some other pieces of things that Victor Conte said to me. Some of you were here on December the 28th of 2023 when Victor Conte came up here the first time. He came up here twice, but that was the excerpt from the first time that Victor Conte, the founder of Snack, came up here. We have some super chats I want to acknowledge. First and foremost, from my guy, double salute to Many Face Publishing. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the channel. Many Face Publishing says in the super chat, roll the tape. And then we have my other guy, Planet 619. Thank you for your super sticker. Greatly appreciate your contribution to the channel. And of course, my guy, DC Geroy, I know what he's going to say. Double salute to him. Thank you for your contribution and your support, DC. DC always tell me this when he gives a contribution. He's talking about the grocery bill, and this is what he says inside of the super chat. DC Geroy says, you know how we do, Brother Marty. Here's a little something towards the grocery bill, brother. Can eat and drink for free. Oh, you can't eat and drink for free, my good people. And that's all Manager Marty is saying. That's all Mac Marty is saying. And I have a new name, by the way, that I want to introduce you all to, because my constituents they just started calling me this a couple of weeks ago. They call me Mayor Marty. So it's Mac Marty, Manager Marty, and Mayor Marty. What I'm going to do with y'all, man? So yes, you can't eat and drink for free, my good people. That's what DC Geroy said. And I know there's going to be more contributions that's going to be made throughout the live broadcast. So that was Bill Haney, right? That was Bill Haney. You heard what Bill said. I'm going to roll the tape again because Bill Haney said something. I don't think y'all heard him clear enough because the guy who looked like was hosting the Boxing Voice, he was talking and Bill Haney was talking at the same time. But I'm going to play it back because I want y'all to hear the lie that Bill Haney told, because some of y'all still probably don't even get it. I'm going to play it back. Okay? I'm going to play it right back. But before I play it back, I want to address something. This El Verano, I've never seen you in my chat before, nor the channel, but I want to comment on something that you said. El Verano says, your kind destroy each other. You a crab in a barrel. Y'all will never have nothing. I don't know if you are Miss or Mr., but Verano, I don't think you know too much about me on YouTube or personally speaking. But to call me a crab in a barrel, that insult does not apply to me, so it doesn't impact me. Your words don't affect me at all. I'm just trying to understand, how can you call me a crab in a barrel when all I'm doing is addressing facts? I'm just trying to understand that It's rhetorical. You don't have to answer. Because if you really wanted to ask me a question or make a statement, Verano, let me tell you how I roll on YouTube. You can click the link. See, that's all you got to do is click the link, and then we can have a discussion over it. And then I can show you how when Bill Haney speaks and he lies, and then my name or content is involved, that I have every right to respond to it. Okay? Hey, Dory, what's going on, girl? How you been? Dory back in the building. Hey, Dory, you missed my my public service announcement that I give to you and all the ladies. You missed it. I'll swing the block. I'll bust a U-turn, as we say in Philly. I'll bust a U-turn, Dory, before the broadcast is over, and make sure I salute all the ladies again watching live and live in color. Let me replay what Bill Haney said, because some of y'all might have missed it because Bill Haney was saying it, but the other guy was talking over him. I want to play it one more time. I want y'all to hear what Bill Haney said. All right, this is Bill Haney. Hey, Dory, you hear, Dory? Don't move, Dory. Stay right there, girl. I got something for you. Hold on. This Bill Haney. I want y'all to follow his voice. This Bill Haney talking. This is not me. This is not punch drunk boxing, photoshopping Bill Haney's voice. Nobody did nothing egregious. Nobody did nothing fugazi. This is really Bill Haney. This is him. Matter of fact, I should show y'all. I am. This is him. Don't mind my phone. That green line is because I keep dropping the phone. That's why I got the case on here now. But look, there it is right there. That's punch drunk boxing. That's Bill Haney. And I don't recognize the other guy that's up at the top there. This is Bill Haney. Play it again.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be.
He said, listen, Devin is enrolled. Did y'all hear that? Let's do an audio check. Let's do a mic check. Did y'all hear Bill Haney say that Devin is enrolled in 365 days, 24/7 testing? Did y'all hear that?
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be.
Punch Drunk Boxing said, your son, talking about Devin Haney, your son is not even enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. But you're asking for Teofimo Lopez to enroll in 365 24/7 FIDA testing. Because that's the first thing you heard Bill Haney say. He said Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 24/7 VADA testing. And Punch Drunk Boxing did a wonderful job holding Bill Haney accountable and telling Bill Haney, your son is not even enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. And let's see what Bill Haney and Punch Drunk Boxing said after that.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Now y'all heard that. Nobody's enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. That was the voice of Punch Drunk Boxing. Let's hear what Bill Haney said. Let's hear what he said. Since I'm a crab in the barrel, that's what somebody just said in the chat. I'm a crab in the barrel. Let's hear what Bill Haney said himself. Listen.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be.
He said Devin is enrolled. Let's continue to listen on.
And for all the clean testers, Victor Conte.
See, Punch Drunk Boxing and Bill Haney was talking at the same time. You probably didn't hear it. You got to follow Bill Haney's voice. He has a very distinctive voice. I'm going to roll the tape again. Listen to Bill Haney. I'm going to tell you what he said, but I want y'all to hear it first. I'm going to play it again.
When your son is enrolled in 24 hours,
the promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be paying for all the clean testers.
Victor Conte.
He said Devin is enrolled in 365 testing. That's what Bill Haney said. Let me do an audio check before I bring my guests up. Did y'all hear what Bill Haney said? I'm just asking the yes or no question. In the chat, I just want to do an audio check. He said Devin is enrolled. And then right after that, he said Devin is enrolled in 365 testing. You probably couldn't hear him because Punch Drunk Boxing was talking at the same time. Okay? Hey, band up. Bro, you keep going in and out before I grab you on the screen, bro. I hope you got a new phone, that Boost Mobile. You got to get the boot. Hey, come on, band up. But seriously, did y'all hear it? I'm going to play it again. He said Devin is enrolled, but keep listening because right after he said that, he was specific. And he said Devin is enrolled in 365. I'm going to play it again.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be paying for all the clean testers.
He said Devin is enrolled. Here it comes. He's about to say Devin is enrolled in 365. Listen.
When your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be paying.
Y'all heard him. He said Devin is enrolled. Now follow his voice. Listen to what he said after that. Listen.
For all the clean testers.
Victor Conte.
Devin is enrolled in 365 VADA. That's what Bill Haney said. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
There you go, gang.
What's up?
No, I keep getting phone calls, man. I'm picking up the little ones.
Oh, look at them. Oh, they are so gorgeous. Yo, did you hear that, band up?
What up, though?
Well, I'm good, bro. What's good with
Yeah,
you?
I heard that. I heard that.
That's your man, right? You roll with that. That's your man. That's your homie, right?
One more time.
That's your homie. You roll with Bill Haney and them, right? That's your dude. You cool with him.
I don't know. I think Bill was a little bit choked up. Bill sounded like he was running over himself and everything and with his words.
But you heard him lying though, right?
Yeah, I heard him.
What you guys say about that? Because I know that's your man. I know you cool with Devin and all of them. Well, not cool with him like you know him personally. Let me not hype it up. But I'm just trying to figure out, like, that's your man. You be bigging up all Bill Haney and them, bro.
I'm convinced I'm gonna have to meet manager Marty and get my picture for himself. Cause I keep trying to tell you, Marty, you my mans too, man. You my mans too. You gonna have these clowns thinking that, you know what I mean, I only rock one way. When I really rock with my guy Marty, you know what I'm saying?
But I know you rock with me. But I'm just trying to figure out, you still gonna rock with Bill Haney? You know I had Victor Conte on here, and I'm about to play all the things that Victor Conte said to me about 365 24/7 testing. Bill Haney got caught lying, bro. You gotta keep it 100.
Yeah.
I know that's your man, but you gotta keep it 100, bro. That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
Bill. Yeah, I mean, unless something to change since you had that conversation.
So you admitting in front of your children that Bill Haney's a liar, bro?
I mean, unless something changed, then Victor said he ain't. Victor said ain't nobody in it. That's what he told us. I mean, somebody got to be lying at that point.
Are you going to say Bill? Just say Bill. You gotta stop with the being biased, bro.
No, Marty,
Say
you've been
your
gone for
man
too.
is a
You've been gone
liar,
for too
bro.
long. I gotta pull your leg. You've been gone for too long.
I'm back now. The king of controversy. I'm back now. I'm back now. Come on, bro.
Yeah, man. Bill was lying, man. Bill, because Dev ain't enrolled, and it ain't never been heard. Devin ain't never even came out and said he's enrolled. This is the first time anybody's saying he's enrolled. I don't. This, but at the same time, this ain't coming from Devin's mouth. It's coming from Bill's. But like, yeah, ain't nothing popped up about Devin being enrolled in 365 training.
Yep.
Hell, we was talking more about Bud being enrolled than him being enrolled, if anything.
Yep. And now we find out that even Devin Haney is also not enrolled. I will tell you this, I will not hold you long. You know, I'm very sensitive about fatherhood. So I want to double salute you for being a good dad and having your kids with you, man. And I appreciate that, man. And you know, still coming up to join the podcast, man. I appreciate you contributing your time. And I know we joke around a lot, but you know, I appreciate the fact that you got your children with you, man. And you know, you just made my day really with that. And I appreciate you being honest too, and just keeping it all the way 100. You know, Bill not keeping it real, man. We just got to call him out for it.
Yeah, you know, a spade is a spade. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna keep going with this runaround. It's gonna keep going with the back and forth. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, we just want adequate representation. You know what I mean? We
That's
want
it.
the best fighting the best. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it got to be good business.
That's it. That's what I say, right? So listen, Bend Up. I know you,
I tell you, I be hearing people with that real life.
huh?
It got to be good business.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said I hitting people with that in reality. I'd be like, it got to make sense, man. It got to be good business.
Oh yeah, all the time. You know that's my favorite saying, man. But I'm not gonna hold you long, man. I know you on your daddy duties, man. And I applaud you, man. And you keep up the good work, being a father and continuously being encouraged, man. And you know, we'll be here. And look, come back on Friday if you can. You know what I mean? Come on back. We're gonna do open panel again on Friday, brother.
Yeah, I'm off on Friday, so it's good.
Say no more, bro. Salute to you, man. And I'll check you out later on.
Salute, Manager Marty.
My God, Band Up. Now let's get enough with the hugs, handshakes, and Valentine's Day cards. Let me play some excerpts of what Victor Conte told me to my face when he was here in an interview that I conducted with him in December of 2023. And let's hear what Victor Conte said when I personally asked him about what fighters in the SNAP program is involved in 365 24/7 testing. And let's hear what Victor Conte had to say. Hold on 1 second. So this is Victor Conte. This is what he told me in our first interview when we were talking about 365 24/7 VADA testing. Don't take my word. Well, you have to take my word for it because it was my show. Roll the tape.
So if you don't smoke a doobie right before you go in the ring, you're probably not going to test positive. But clenbuterol now has an allowable limit. So a lot of these drugs, it's like a speeding, and there's a sign up and it says you got to go slower than this, and they've got a radar gun, and as long as you're under that allowable limit, they're not gonna detect it. So right. Are there people that are smart people that are circumventing VADA right now in the world of boxing? The answer is yes. Now, Now,
he said that in the tweet.
Because this is important. All right. If what really needs to happen is 24/7, 365. Now, to start this movement, I basically paid for 2 of the 3 boxers that have ever done this in history, $20,000 a piece out of my own pocket, trying to get this movement of 24/7, 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. Understand that when I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7, 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool, and hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport that will enroll in 24/7, 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own stack fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
Did y'all hear that? He said, I offered this sponsorship to Spence. I offered to pay for the 365 testing for Crawford. I offered to pay sponsorship and pay for 365 24/7 testing for Haney. And then he said, I've had a hard time, a difficult time, getting my own snack fighters to participate in 365 24/7 testing. That's what Victor Conte said. Isn't Devin Haney a snack fighter? That's what I thought. Hey, Tanzil, you said I'm hating and you called me a coward. I respect your opinion about me, but there's a link right there on your screen. Click it and come have a conversation with me. Click the link, Tanzil, and come have a conversation with me. I don't mind you calling me a coward or you say I'm hating and I'm reaching. Cool. But there's a link though. Just go on and click it and come holler at me. Come holler at me so we can talk. So we can have a conversation about it. Okay, now back to the original scheduled program. That's what Victor Conte said. It's been difficult for him to even get Devin Haney. I got to go by the man that's the strength and conditioning coach of Devin Haney. I got to go by what he said. Even though Bill Haney said something else. He said that Devin Haney is enrolled in 365 24/7. But Victor Conte said, y'all just heard him, it's difficult to get his own snack fighters to enroll in 365 24/7 testing, even despite the fact that he's offered to pay for it and sponsored. Let me replay it again. He used Devin Haney's name. Listen to Victor Conte.
In my own pocket, trying to get this movement of 24/7, 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. Understand?
I offered this to Haney. I could not get, and then he stopped his statement, and then he went on to keep talking because at the end, he's going to tell you it was difficult for him to get Devin Haney to even enroll in 365 24/7 testing.
When I'm making this offer to them, they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool, and hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport that will enroll in 24/7, 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own snack fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
So which one is it? Is it what Bill Haney said? We got thousands of people watching live and living color, by the way. Is it what Bill Haney said? That Devin Haney is enrolled in 365 24/7 via the testing? Or is it what Victor Conte said, where he offers sponsorship? He offered to pay for the testing all year round. Anti-doping testing through VADA. He offered it. He offered that sponsorship opportunity to Haney, Devin Haney, that is. And he said he still find it difficult to convince his own snack fighters to be a part of 365 24/7 testing. Double salute to 2 Cents Boxing. Thank you for your contribution and your support to the super chat. 2 Cents Boxing says, Bill Haney lied, quote unquote, scrolling across the screen. Marty, you are hilarious for that. Victor words continue to bite him in the ASS. Well, hey, I got to put it out there, 2 Cents Boxing. And yes, it's scrolling across the screen because we have people watching all around the world, and some of them don't understand English. And so they use the closed caption. But I want to make sure they don't confuse any of my language today, and they can read it right there. Bill Haney lied, because he did, 2 Cents. And I know it's hilarious, and that's what this thing is all about. But 2 Cents Boxing, you was here when Victor Conte was here. You know how Victor Conte is. Victor Conte gonna keep doing this. Like Miss Pac-Man, he just gonna keep on doing this. And here's the thing. I know that I caught Victor Conte in several contradictions while he was here. But I have to tell you this. Victor Conte was telling the truth when he talked about none of the fighters in his program, including Devin Haney, is actively enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. And I know my new audience that just came in the room, y'all don't know what's going on because you just walked in, but that's okay. We're going to catch you up to speed, so you got to stay with us. I'm going to play something else that Victor Conte said in that same interview. Hold on one second. This is something else that Victor Conte said when we were talking about testing and the cost associated to it, et cetera, et cetera.
And they'll call me if they can't find them, because I try to herd them to VADA so that they can get their test done.
So when they came, so when they came to Andre, let's say 10:30 at night, I'm sure you probably wasn't there. Did Andre say, "Oh, Victor"? Did he call you and say, "Hey, they just got here"? Or they just?
Well, Andre was there. The trainer was there, and he was filming it, and he was sending me pictures. So I knew when they were there. I got a video while they were doing it.
Got you. Now back to the cooperation. You said you can't even convince your own snack fighters to be a part of 365 24/7. Why won't they cooperate with you? I mean, you sound like you're the expert.
The argument that I hear is that when they don't want to do it when the other guy's not doing it. So if they know that, they can force the other guy through me paying for the testing, right? And a lot of times the promoter pays or the boxer pays themselves. But then they know that they're on a level playing field, whether it be 8 weeks or 12 weeks out. But trying to get these guys to come out and say, here I am, I'm Nonito Donaire, that back in 2012, and no matter what anybody else in boxing does, I'm going to prove that I'm willing to be tested 24/7, 365. I have not had other boxers since Nonito and then thereafter Edwin Rodriguez that have been willing to do that.
I've never had boxers since Nonito Donaire and Edwin Rodriguez, since then, be willing to raise their hand and say, I'm going to step up to the plate. I'm going to volunteer to be a part of and be enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. That's what he said. Let me tell you what else he said. Same interview. Hold on one second.
What their background is. They are the most qualified people. Flip Hamonsky, the vice president of VADA, started the anti-doping movement by the implementation of anabolic steroid testing in boxing in 1992. But MRI and HIV testing and many of the others, this came from the founders of VADA. These are the most credible people in boxing. It's not the UKAD, okay? It's not WADA, it's not USADA, okay? It's VADA. And now they're, like I said, they're the only game in town. Do they have a lot of shortcomings? Would I like to see them do 24/7, 365? Absolutely. Am I willing?
Why won't they do it? Why won't they?
Because of the money. Who's going to put up the money? And I can tell you that I negotiated a price and that I came forward with. Now, I'll tell you exactly what it would be. To implement 24/7, 365 testing, they do something. WADA has something called the athlete biological passport. And what that means is by being in a 24/7, 365, they will test you at least 6 times in a year. You get an average of those 6 times, and if you see a fluctuation of testosterone by plus or minus 30%, let's say, that can be a flag, and they can bring a positive test on an athlete biological profile basis. Some of the VADA athletes that are tested frequently, they look at that data and they include that data. But that's one of the things. I want to go back, and I lost you. I can't see you now. But I'll continue to explain.
I'm still
what
here.
I offered them was
I'm still here.
for a total fee of $15,000 per year that I was able to offer sponsorship to some of these big fighters like Terrence, like Devin, and others, that would enable them to be tested at least 6 and to as many as 10 times per year. So that means they may be tested once a month. You know, that would be in that neighborhood, that'd be 12 times in a year, but once again, once you're in that pool and it's random and you know that they can come anytime, they might come twice in the same week and then not come for 2 months.
All right. He said he offers sponsorship, and he said he concluded through his calculations, this Victor Conte here, that it will cost a grand total of $15,000 per fighter to be actively enrolled in 365 24/7 random testing. He said he offered it to Haney. That's what he said. Even offering it to Haney. Did y'all hear him? Let me play it again.
Of $15,000 per year that I was able to offer sponsorship to some of these big fighters like Terrence, like Devin.
$15,000. He was willing to offer sponsorship to the big fighters like Terrence, talking about Terrence Crawford, and like Devin, talking about Devin Haney. It was a difficult time for even Victor Conte to convince Devin Haney to be enrolled, to agree to be enrolled in 365 24/7 testing with VADA. But let's hear what Bill Haney said just yesterday. This is for all the new audience that just joined us. You heard what Victor Conte said when he was here talking to me directly. That was my voice when I interviewed him. Let's hear what Bill Haney said about Devin Haney being enrolled in 365 24/7 VADA testing.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoter should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn need to be paying for all the clean testing.
Victor Conte, see, this is what I'm talking about, Bill. But then Victor Conte said that there is no fighter in the manager Marty interview. He said there is nobody enrolled in 24/7, 365. No fighters in boxing.
Through me paying for the testing, right?
That was the voice of Punch Drunk Boxing, who was on the Boxing Voice just yesterday with Bill Haney. And that was his voice talking to Bill Haney when Bill Haney said that Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 24/7 testing with VADA. And Punch Drunk Boxing pushed back, and he held Bill Haney accountable, as he should have, and I double salute him for that, by saying, your son's not even enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. Your son's not enrolled. But how you advocating for Teofimo Lopez to be enrolled in it, but Devin is not even enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. And y'all heard what Bill Haney said. He said Devin is enrolled. And then right after that, you probably couldn't hear him. I'll play it again. Right after that, he said Devin is enrolled in 365 VADA. Come on, Bill Haney. Come on, Bill. Anybody can click that link. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. Anybody can click that link and come on up and talk to me. Bill Haney, you know you lying, bro. You know good and well that Victor Conte's not lying when he told me that no fighter is actively enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. You lied, Bill Haney. And all you YouTube channels that keep on getting paid off by Bill Haney or just kissing up to him by pushing false narratives over and over again, y'all need to be held accountable because y'all can't slither out of this one. Hold that man accountable. Y'all know Bill Haney lied and said that Devin Haney's enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing with VADA. And I just proved it. I proved it when Victor was here in live time, but I replayed my content, the same thing that Punch Drunk Boxing did on X, formerly known as Twitter, which he included my name in the tweet and a piece of my content, which is why it's very, very relevant for me to even talk about this. It's very relative. I spearheaded a movement of clean boxing. I'm definitely an anti-doping advocate if you really want to be technical about the situation. But I appreciate Punch Drunk Boxing holding Bill Haney accountable. Because check this out, right? Let's say if Punch Drunk Boxing wasn't there and it was just Bill Haney, and I don't know who the guy was that was also talking on there, but let's say it was Bill Haney and the other guy talking. And Bill Haney said, hey, Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 24/7 testing, just like Devin did. Devin is enrolled in 365 24/7 testing. An uneducated person who has absolutely no knowledge of the conversation that I've been having with Victor Conte, nor have any knowledge of the research that I've conducted for over 15 years, way before I even came on YouTube, they would have let Bill Haney slide with that inadvertently. And Bill Haney could have continued to finesse boxing fans all across the world with that lie that Devin Haney's enrolled in 365 24/7 testing, and people would believe him. And then other YouTubers who piggyback off of everything Devin and Bill does, even when they're wrong, without holding them accountable, would repeat that same narrative. And then all of a sudden now, the YouTube boxing community is flooded with a whole bunch of lies. And guess what? Nothing that nobody can do about it. But that's where the buck stopped. Because as soon as Punch Drunk Boxing heard Bill Haney say Teofimo should enroll in 365 24/7 testing, he said, your son is not even enrolled in it. He held him accountable. Now, Bill Haney should have told the truth and said, you're right. I'm just being a hypocrite right now. I want Teofimo to do something that my son is not doing. But he didn't keep it real. He pushed back against Punch Drunk Boxing, and he lied and said Devin is enrolled in 365 VADA testing. No, he's not. And we all know that's a lie. And on top of all of that, according to the calculations of Victor Conte said it's going to cost $15,000. Hey, that's what he said. It's going to cost a grand total of $15,000 for a fighter to enroll in 365 24/7 testing. My question is, well, Devin Haney has way more than $15,000. He can't pay for the testing? And I asked Victor Conte that. If these guys in your program, because he said it was difficult. Victor said, and I'll roll the tape again if y'all missed it. Victor said it's difficult getting his own snack fighters to do 365 24/7 testing. And then he said he offered Devin Haney sponsorship. In other words, he said he'll pay for the testing all year round for Devin Haney. And he said Devin Haney still refused. He also said he offered the sponsorship to Terrence Crawford, and Terrence Crawford also refused. But this is not about Terrence Crawford. I spoke on that already, but we on Bill Haney lying for his son. So I have a question, because I told y'all about an hour ago that if anybody knew Bill Haney, to send him the link and have him use that link and come right over here and talk to me, because I had a question for him. But since he's not here, and guess what? I'll be back here again on Friday. And guess what? I'm going to have a link right in the chat, and Bill Haney or whoever else can click that link and come have a conversation with me. Live and living color, unscripted, by the way. I got a question for Bill Haney. Since he lied, my question becomes this. What was the purpose of lying for? What was the purpose of lying for? If Bill Haney knows that Devin Haney has absolutely nothing to hide, then what is the lying for? You see, we are humans, and we know that when we lie as humans, it's to protect something. We know as humans when we lie, it's because of fear of something or someone. So the question becomes, what was the purpose of lying about Devin Haney being enrolled in 365 24/7 testing? Why? I mean, no answer is good enough for me. But I'm just saying, with all this capping going around, I figure he should be the one to acknowledge this to Devin Haney's fans. And the reason why I'm asking this question is simply this. Every time Bill Haney does something, every time Bill Haney says something that either contradicts himself or either shed a bad light on Devin Haney, guess what happens to Devin Haney's stock in boxing? It drops. Guess what happens when it's time for promoters to do business with Devin Haney? It's unlikely because of the antics and the foolishness of his father. I've been telling y'all that. I just told y'all yesterday that Eddie Hearn, which I rolled the tape back, talked about how Devin Haney needs guidance. How Devin Haney needs a team that knows about the business of boxing to help advance his career. That's what a guy they worked with said. That's what Eddie Hearn said. And now 24 hours later, this. Yes, 2 Cents Boxing. Eddie Hearn said that. I played it in my live yesterday. That's what Eddie Hearn said. That's all I'm saying. So why do you all think that promoters don't want to get involved with business with advancing Devin Haney's career? Number one, we know that Devin Haney is not a big time seller. In other words, is the promoter's going to have to put out more money and come back on the red. In other words, is a great possibility doing business with Devin Haney that a promoter is not going to possibly recoup their initial investment or even make a profit. That's just the realities of it. And number two, the antics of Bill Haney. I know 2 Cents Boxing. I said that yesterday. You might have to go back and watch the live from yesterday. I said that. He's the manager of the year, though, right? This hurts. Not only does this hurt Devin Haney's career, but it hurts Devin Haney's credibility. Why would people think that Devin Haney is a clean fighter when his dad is lying about testing? When his dad is on live camera on a major platform like the Boxing Voice, saying that his son is enrolled in 24/7, 365 testing, when all of it can be verified. Already suspicious for just the mere association with Victor Conte. Already suspicious with the mere association or by the mere association with Victor Conte's relationship with Dr. Margaret Goodman and helping form VADA and being involved in that process, helping form an anti-doping agency. And then now also being suspicious because his dad is on a major platform lying about his son being enrolled in 365, 24/7 testing when everybody knows that is not true, including Victor Conte himself, which Victor Conte is the one that told me, and y'all heard him, that he's willing to sponsor Devin Haney and put up $15,000 for Devin Haney to undergo and be enrolled in 365, 24/7 testing. And he also said it was difficult for him to get his own snack fighters to be enrolled and volunteer for 365, 24/7 testing. So we can conclude two things, just based off of deductive reasoning and all of the other information, partly that I've researched and put out there, and the other part of what Punch Drunk Boxing did in his dialogue with Bill Haney. We can conclude two things. That Victor Conte told the truth when he was talking to me. I replayed the words that he said to me in the first interview. And then we all can conclude that Bill Haney lied. And all we need to understand is, why did you lie, Bill Haney? I'm going to play it again, and then I'm going to let y'all go because we have new people that just walked in the house. We had a cookout, y'all. We had a family barbecue. So I'm going to run it back real quick. Why did Bill Haney lie? If Devin Haney's a clean fighter, why lie about it? If he's already enrolled in VADA testing when he has a fight, why lie about it? Why? What you lying for, Bill? For what? Because if you are saying that Devin Haney's enrolled in 365, 24/7 testing, then in essence, you're saying, Bill Haney, that Devin Haney gets tested in between his fights. We need answers. And we know that Devin Haney doesn't get tested all year round by VADA in between him having fights scheduled. We know this. So I'm going to roll the tape back again. And this is the dialogue that Punch Drunk Boxing. Hey, Punch Drunk Boxing included my name in the conversation. He also included my name in the tweet, and he also included a portion of my content to illustrate his point to Bill Haney. So I had no choice but to speak on it today. And salute to Punch Drunk Boxing again for giving me the credit. Let's hear again when Bill Haney was on the Boxing Voice yesterday. This is all for the new viewers that just walked in the house. This is what he said. And he tried this, and he tried to lie about it. And then that's when Punch Drunk Boxing held him account. You know what? I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
So Teofimo Lopez should enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 30 in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn, need to be paying for all the clean.
He said, listen, Devin is enrolled. When you hear Bill Haney say, listen, open your ears up because you'll hear him say, Devin is enrolled. And then keep your ears open because he's going to say, Devin is enrolled in 365 VADA. Listen.
So Teofimo Lopez enroll in 365 days random testing right now.
Nobody's enrolled. Not even your son is enrolled in 24 hours.
The promoters should be paying for it.
Not even your son is enrolled in that.
Promoters, Eddie Hearn, need to be paying for all the clean testing.
Victor Conte, see, this is what I'm talking about, Bill. But then Victor Conte said that there is no fighter in the manager Marty interview. He said there is nobody enrolled in 24/7, 365. No fighters in boxing.
Y'all heard that. Now, I'm going to go back and play what Victor Conte said to me, live and living color right here. Stay right there. Don't move. Un momento. Stay right there.
They're not going to detect it. So are there people that are smart people that are circumventing VADA right now in the world of boxing? The answer is yes. Now,
you said that in the tweet.
This is important. All right. If what really needs to happen is 24/7, 365. Now, to start this movement, I basically paid for 2 of the 3 boxers that ever done this in history, $20,000 a piece out of my own pocket, trying to get this movement of 24/7, 365 started. I offered this to Spence. I offered this to Haney. I offered this to Crawford. I could not get now. Understand that when I'm making this offer to them,
I offered this to Spence. I offered the sponsorship to be enrolled in 365 24/7 testing to Haney. What else happened, Victor? Keep on telling.
they already have fights and they're already enrolled in VADA testing at that time. What I'm trying to get them to do is when that fight ends, to show the world that you're not on drugs, enter a 24/7, 365. Then when you fight a fighter coming up, then he has to join the pool. And hopefully you can get enough of these guys to get the movement started that you'll have some of the people that do make millions of dollars and can't afford to do it and want to help clean up the sport that will enroll in 24/7, 365. Now, even with me offering sponsorship, I have had a difficult time trying to get my own stack fighters to do what I'm telling you that I'm attempting to do.
I rest my case. What's up, DC Jeroy?
What's happening, bro?
We back at it all the way again. I thought this was over. And then Bill Haney lied and said Devin Haney was enrolled in 365 24/7 testing on the Boxing Voices channel. Punch Drunk Boxing held him accountable, put my name in it, showed the clip to prove and illustrate that basically Bill Haney was lying. And we're here now. What's your take on all this, bro?
Man, shenanigans as usual from Bill. But well, I'll give a quick comment, but I have a question for you because I didn't hear the whole interview. But I mean, we know Bill is going to say and do whatever he feels needs to be said or done to make him and or his son look good or favorable. So no disappointment there, right? I mean, he's just being what he is and what we're used to seeing from him. On your podcast, on your show, we've had several conversations about cleaning up the sport and so forth and so forth.
Yes.
What stands out to me is now I don't want to hype it, right? The precedents that you set, I think I would probably say it that way, with folks, content creators holding the folks that come on their podcast accountable, right? So the video that you're sharing with us, I'm not familiar with the brother's content, but I can appreciate him holding Bill's feet to the fire as those type of things need to be done. My question to you is how did it end, right? So when Bill said, yeah, my son is in it, old boy played the video with Victor Conte.
I don't think all right, so the way that it looked, real quick, DC, I think Punch Drunk Boxing just was having a live conversation with Bill Haney. But after, I guess, it cut off, and then he used an excerpt of my interview with Victor Conte just for video purposes. I don't think he showed Bill Haney what was said.
Okay.
Because it was just for the video. But I'd love for Bill Haney to come over here and tell me to my face that his son is enrolled in 365 24/7 test. And the great thing about it is, and I want to say this because you was here, DC, you remember when I had the founder, Dr. Margaret Goodman, the founder of Avada. I had her here on the show, on the channel. I'm the only content creator in the boxing community that can say that, and also based on the research I've conducted. And to be clear, I mean, if it gets to the point where I got to do this, just to show people, I'll call up on the phone. I got my thumb on her phone number. Like, I got a number in my phone. I can call her right now. We can get to the bottom of it, but I don't have to do that. It's unnecessary. We know Bill Haney is lying.
Yeah. Well, okay, so then thanks for sharing that, right? Because I thought it was an interview. And it's too late for you, brother. You done already ruined the element of surprise. Bill ain't coming on this show. What you talking about?
Why not?
What you talking about, man?
Why not? Why wouldn't he come over here, DC? I mean, all I did was set a trend.
I understand that, but I'm speaking from the perspective of Bill, right? Coming on, there's nothing to gain for him coming on your show because it won't end up making him look favorable, right? That's what Bill is. He's a showman, right? So everything has to look and present in favor of him and or Devin, right? And asking certain questions, intelligent questions, to make people say, that's not something that, and he tried it with old boy, right? He tried it with old boy and got caught in it unsuspectedly. So someone that like yourself that would be prepared and ready, I don't think it's advantageous for him. Another question I have for you though, and I know how you work and I know how you fly. It may be worthwhile, maybe not a question, maybe a statement. It may be worthwhile to see, what's the brother name that had the video that you were sharing?
It was on the Boxing Voice, but Punch Drunk Boxing. He's the one that was talking to Bill Haney. Yes, Punch Drunk Boxing. Yes.
Wonder what type of collab, if there's an opportunity to do some type of collab with, well, obviously understanding where he stands. But maybe it's worthwhile to do a collab, man, to continue to bring this level of awareness and heighten these type of discussions. And and start putting a little bit of pressure on some of these other content creators. I've heard several. It's very obvious that several have a lean bias towards other fighters for numerous reasons, and I get it. But it doesn't lend to the sport well. So maybe just throwing something out there, man, might be worthwhile just to see if there's a collaborative effort there, just to kind of bring your audience, old boy's audience, and even create a wider net, if you would, for this type of information to get out there. And then I'll say this and last, yeah, you had Dr. Margaret on, and I'll be honest, I don't recall any other content creators, not to say that it hasn't happened. I don't recall any other content creators. I mean, you've had Doc on, right? Harvey Doc, Rick, for whatever that was worth, Vic, Doctor. I mean, so you've had numerous of folks on, you know what I mean, that speaks to the credibility that you present to the game, to the sport, excuse me, and to the business. So again, I think there's a lot to be learned and said and appreciated, but I think might have an opportunity, man, to widen that net. So just wanted to see what your thoughts were about that.
You know, everybody in the business of boxing that have conducted business with me directly, as a boxing manager, as a ring announcer, as anyone who's dealt with me in the amateur boxing program as a referee, a judge, timekeeper, anybody who has conducted business with me as a professional boxer, everybody in the sport of boxing, whether it be from the amateurs all the way up until the professional rankings, know that I only have one interest. And I carry this interest and other endeavors that I have when I do and conduct business on other fronts that I represent. I'm only interested in doing good business. And so I'm willing to work with, do a collab, as you mentioned, with Punch Drunk Boxing. I appreciate what he did as far as holding Bill Haney accountable. I also appreciate the fact that he mentioned my name in the tweet. He didn't have to mention my name in his tweet at all. He didn't have to mention my name in the actual dialogue, nor did he have to use a piece or a portion of my content to illustrate his point. So for me, he gave me credit. And it's crazy how I was just talking about people not giving me credit. And I mean people, let me reframe that by saying content creators have not been giving me the credit that I rightfully deserve. Not that I care about people patting me on the back. DC, you know me, that I'm not that type of dude. But at the same time, if you're using someone's talking points or someone's thought process, or even a portion of the research that they conducted, I think they earned the right and the satisfaction to get the credit to say, hey, I'm not the author of these words, nor am I the influencer of my thought process. Manager Marty is the one that conducted the research, and this is why I am influenced to think the way I'm thinking. Manager Marty is the one that educated me on this particular matter, this particular topic, and I think he earns the credit. And that's all it's not for me to get a pat on the back. What that shows is credibility. Not just for me, but even the credibility of the people that's still in my content and hijacking my talking points. So I'm interested in doing good business with anyone that's willing to do good business. But if you have a reputation that you can't be trusted and you're evil and you have no credibility or any character, I'm not interested in doing business with people like that. And this goes for content creators or anybody inside the business of boxing. I will also say that I am fully aware. I might not speak on it too much, but since you brought it up as triggering some thought processes that I have now in live time, I'm fully aware. Small channels, big channels, similar size channels than mine, small, medium, and large. I'm fully aware that people come over to talk to me. People come over here in my chat. People even donate money to me. People email me. People come on the panel. People be in the comments section. I'm fully aware that there are people that's just here just to freeload and not be a part of the contribution, but they're just here to get talking points. They're just here to create content on their channels by listening to the things that I say, which are mainly controversial but also thought-provoking, and I use it to entertain, but primarily to educate the boxing community. I'm fully aware. I can't call people out by name because that's not important, nor do I know everybody. But I'm very, very much aware that there's people that's watching live and living color right now, and then the sound of my voice, Jeroy, that's only here, not because they support the channel, not because they support the content, not even because they like me. Most people do like me, and most people do support the channel, and most people do make the contributions out of generosity for the channel. But we do have some that I'm fully aware of that just hijack my talking points, that steal my content, that basically don't know too much about not just the business, but even the sport of boxing. And then they eat free food over here, and then they go on their channels, and all they do is pass out the free food that they got over here, and then they eat a little bit, but they won't tell you who the chef was that cooked it. And I'm okay with that too. But at the same time, the information is truthful, so it's going to prevail. The truth is always going to prevail, no matter how long it takes. I had Victor Conte here not once, but twice. Not only that, I had Dr. Margaret Goodman, the founder of VADA, here. I even had, you mentioned Rick Glacier. I had him here as well. And the bottom line is this: the truth is going to come out. I told people a long time ago, DC, and my credibility speaks for itself. I know when a fighter's performance is being enhanced. Now, if you want to argue about whether or not it's legal or illegal, I'll leave it up to the experts. But I know when a fighter's performance is enhanced. And what set this thing really off the chain is when I brought up the fact that Terrence Crawford's performance was enhanced when he fought Errol Spence. I got a lot of pushback and criticism for that. And I also pointed out that there was no random style drug testing in that fight right away. And then Victor Conte tweeted that there was 8 weeks worth of testing. Then he tweeted after that and said it was 12 weeks. And then I held his feet to the fire. People learned that from this channel. Not only that, but I also held Victor Conte's feet to the fire when I acknowledged the fact that how it is VADA saying that they administer random drug testing when their website tells you when the testing will begin, which is 8 weeks prior to each fight. I held Victor accountable to that since he kept speaking up for VADA. Not only that, I'm the one. There's not another content creator that can agree with me more than every content creator that they know that I'm the one that poured out the interview from 2011 when Victor Conte finally admitted before VADA was even formed that he was intricately involved with introducing all of the players, all of the parties involved to help form VADA, and how he has a relationship with the founder of VADA and the founder of VADA, WADA, and USADA. And we got to say, listen, it's highly suspicious that Victor Conte, who's a manufacturer of these supplements that these fighters take, and according to Terrence Crawford, other things that they take under the regime of Victor Conte, and these methods that he used, and all their performances are being enhanced. And on top of that, he has intricate knowledge on when the testing is going to happen. And even if he don't know beforehand, I got him on tape. Most people in the chat heard this. You probably heard it too, where I played a little bit of the portion of it today, when he even said that he get the trainers to video record and send him video and pictures of when the DCOs come in to the fighter's house or the gym to collect urine and blood specimens. And he even admitted to me that he has helped created employment for some of the DCOs that collect the specimen. That's all I'm saying. People learn that information right here live and live in color from the research I've conducted nearly 15 years ago.
Yeah. All of it is right there in front of you. And again, kudos to you, man, for putting that piece together, bro. Opened my eyes to a lot of information that I wasn't even privy to.
And also, too, DC, I have to, and I hate to interrupt you, and I apologize, but I have to say this because I'd be remiss if I didn't. I also had the great Tim Montgomery, who was just in the Netflix documentary with Victor Conte last year, a month after Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fought. I had Tim Montgomery over here, and he gave more credibility to me and even to himself by explaining the protocols and procedures that Victor Conte used then when Victor Conte was administering steroids to him and performance enhancement drugs to him and his child's mother, Marion Jones, and even the protocols and procedures that Victor Conte is still using to this day with his snack fighters.
Yeah, I missed that one. Matter of fact, thanks for bringing that up. I need to go hunt that one down because I did miss that one.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah,
I have it. I'll send it to you.
But no, I was just going to say, man, really quickly in closing, because I know you was going to wrap up. Again, the collabo piece, you know, my mind always shifts to what else can be done, right? What more can be done, especially if there's some good movement or momentum. Then the other piece is, you know, like I always tell you, man, appreciate that the information, the detail, the content that you put out. As far as the cats that come in, jump in and steal and hop hop back over to the other side, you know, what do you call them, pirates? And those people are fine in a way, right? Because we need them as well.
Yes.
They serve a purpose in the grand order of things. So as long as you know who they are and you know what's going on, you know, you keep out what you're doing, brother. So, but yeah, I was just curious to know what Bill Haney's response was. But since you said it wasn't like a open interview, yeah, I was hoping it was. So appreciate that feedback.
Yes, indeed. I appreciate you coming up. And you know I have to put you on the spot to do this. I want to play a small little clip that Victor Conte said about me when he was here the first time, and then I'll let you do the honors of closing out the show. I appreciate the content creators. I can't leave it just in the hands of people who think that all the content creators steal from me or they pirate from my content or my talking points that they hijack. It's not all the content creators. Those content creators know exactly who they are. I do have a lot of other reputable content creators who do support the channel, who don't hijack my talking points, who do give me credit on their channels. So I don't want people to think that all the content creators do it, because that's not true and that's not a fair assessment. So there's content creators, and some of them are in the chat as we speak, that do give me my credit and that genuinely do support the channel and has always contributed to the channel. I wanted to say that as well. And also I wanted to play this small little piece that Victor Conte said in the first interview, and then right after that, I'll let you close. So give me one. All right, here's what Victor Conte said about me while he was here the first time. I'm sure his feelings are extremely different today than they were in December of 2023, because we've had some back and forth banter on YouTube since then. But I do take credibility to his words, and I appreciated him for the words and the encouragement that he gave me. And then I'll let you close. This is Victor Conte in December of 2023 when he was here the first time.
Okay, that's why I'm on the show, is because people that know me and know my history said, hey, we think it'd be a good idea for you to get out there. She said it might even be fun to get out there and get into the dirt. So
are you having fun so far?
Marty's got some dirt somewhere that may be fun to play in, you know?
Hey, well, I'll tell you what, Vic. Are you having fun so far in the dirt?
Yes, I am having fun.
But me too.
I think you're articulate. You're asking good questions. I think you're covering a broad area. You know, I'm not afraid of any question.
All right.
Question. I don't care what it is. Bring it on.
All right. Now, Vic, don't forget. Now, you said it. Now, people are super scared of me. They're going to put the money up. You know what I mean? They're going to put the money up.
Put it up. Put it up.
Y'all heard the words of Victor. Put the money up, support the channel, put it in the super chat so we can ask the professor, Mr. Victor Conte. Say, I got one, two. All right, that was it. Victor Conte said, I'm intelligent, I'm articulate. He has fun when he came up here. And so I'm going to leave the show with this. Victor Conte, if you're there, we need answers. Come on back home and come see your nephew, because I got some more questions for you, Vic. Come see your nephew, Vic. Hey, because DC, I got to end this on a good note. You know Victor Conte still owe me some money. The man still owe me a couple dollars, and I still want my money. And I gotta say this, and I promise I'll let it go. I am the only. I made history. I made history in the sport of boxing. I am the only. Matter of fact, I am the first and only non-athlete that has had my name in a promo code for the snack program. It don't get no better than that, DC Jeroy. And with those words, come back and see me live in living color on Friday. Open panel one more time. My guy DC Jeroy gonna close out. I'm doing way too much talking. Don't take my word for it. Roll the tape.
Well, per usual, just want to extend a good thanks to the brother Marty, his content, his diligence, the work that he put in to help keep us informed of the sport that we all love. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and hop on my way. But please come back, join the brother, support the content, support the podcast. We need information out here like this. We need good people out here. Met the brother personally, wouldn't be speaking on it if it weren't true. So somebody that you can actually get behind and support what they're doing. All right. Till then, everybody enjoy your evening. Have a good safe one. Peace.